Hey everybody, welcome back to Survival Heights Season 2, my amplified hardcore single player survival series. Now, if you remember in the previous episode, we built ourselves an enderman farm, which is always a good thing to have for great XP in a world, but I also mentioned that I wanted to build a tunnel out to the enderman farm so that we can have a little bit of an ice tunnel. Instead of using our elytra, we can just basically walk our way down, and I came up with a design that I quite like. So I went ahead to start off today's episode and have a replay mod time lapse of building pretty much the entire tunnel, mainly in some highlight sections, but it is pretty much the entire tunnel. So hopefully you all like this design. If you do, make sure to leave me a comment down below and let me know what you do actually think of it. I actually built all of this and did all the time-lapse stuff over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/WhiteFyr, which brings me to something that I want to talk about to start off today's episode, which is that as of the time of this recording, as well as the time of which this video is currently being released, if you guys watching in the future, it may not currently be happening, but I'm currently doing a push for Twitch partner over on my Twitch channel, which means my schedule is Friday through Monday, 9 a.m. EDT, which is Eastern Daylight Time, or the current East Coast of North America time. I will be live streaming live over on my Twitch channel from this world, as well as the Afterlife SMP server, along with some other things along the way. So Twitch partner is essentially, you get that check mark, you get transcoding, you get a few different perks and whatnot for being a Twitch partner. So I'm pushing for that, because why not? I have some time in April where my college classes aren't as, as intensive as they once were, and figured I would give it a shot. So if you guys have an opportunity to be there in the mornings, twitch.tv/WhiteFyr, or I guess at least the mornings for me, twitch.tv/WhiteFyr is the place to be. Without further ado, folks, this time lapse is quickly coming to an end. Hopefully you all will enjoy today's episode. We're starting it off with a bang. Let's see the finished product. And this is what the finished product looks like from the inside. So this is where we spawn in the end, and this is what it looks like. I made it too high because I thought that the too high would keep enderman out, which it does. The water is a pretty cool feature. I don't know if the water droplets are all that great, but it kind of makes you feel like you're running through a tunnel with water on it, which is kind of a cool effect to it. But of course, the brick, the granite, all the good stuff in here. Let me know what you all think of this tunnel design down in the comment section below. Definitely not the most complicated one I've ever done for a tunnel out to the enderman farm, but definitely one that I quite like. So let me know what you all think down in the comment section below. But ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot to cover in the beginning of today's episode. I have done a bunch of work since the previous one, so let's head on back on over to the main base area and possibly even the nether, and I'll show you all what I have done since the last time we met here on YouTube. So at first glance, you probably don't see anything different with all these villager pods here, but this one is actually new. If we climb into here, you will see I finally have myself a farmer villager that we cured with a zombie, or we cured from a zombie villager multiple times to get it down to 1 carrot for 1 emerald, which is going to be a pretty awesome trade to have, and 1 pumpkin for 1 emerald. Once I get a pumpkin farm going, that's going to be fantastic. And if we can get some auto farms going, or even if we don't, having that for easy emeralds is going to be fantastic. If you guys remember from a previous episode, I have this zombie in here. I still have this zombie in here, and that's what we've been using to get the best trades that I possibly can. One of the other things I've done is, if we look in here, you can see it's not great, it's not decorated, this is really just temporary, but I do have myself an auto sugarcane farm now, which basically there's observers over there. See, it actually has worked a little bit. Essentially how it works is that the observers observe all of these different sugarcane pillar thingies right here, and if one of them goes up to the 3rd block there, it will set all of these pistons off, which will which will break all the sugarcane. It'll fall into the hoppers, and it'll then be led into this chest right here. So pretty dang easy, honestly. Actually, if we head in here, I can show you all the redstone very quickly. It's pretty dang easy. You can see it in here, but it's just a line of observers with a line of redstone behind it, and the pistons are just down there. So it's pretty much the easiest redstone you can possibly do. Even someone like me who has never been good at redstone can do it. So definitely recommend, if you guys need a pretty simple sugarcane farm, definitely recommend this one. But the other thing I've done is, if we open up my ender chest, you'll see I now have 4 wither skeleton skulls. I've been doing some work over at a nearby wither fortress, nether fortress, whatever they're called, and I've got myself 4 wither skeleton skulls. So let's actually head over to the nether fortress. I want to show you all what I've kind of done with the area and how I've gotten these 4 so far. So I was searching around the nether, trying to find myself a nether fortress, and I came across, oh, those are wither skeletons. I came across a nether fortress right here. Let me actually kill these guys first. No skulls from that. I also don't have looting on me. I came across this nether fortress, which really is not all that far from where our spawn area is. And it hadn't been explored, so I explored it and cleared out a whole bunch of room here. You can see we've got ourselves quite a few wither skeletons that have spawned. Pretty easy. I mean, these things don't take very long to actually spawn, apparently. I think because I'm in this basalt delta, or not basalt delta, the soul sand valley biome right here, it's pretty dang easy to get these guys to spawn. That also hurt a lot. Yeah, if we head down here, you can see all, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, there's so much stuff here. You can see all of the spawning platform stuff. I've been digging out this nether fortress a little bit just to try to see how many wither skeletons I can get to spawn and how much spawning space I can get. So as you can see, we have quite a few wither skeletons, probably too many. This thing is really, really easy to get a whole bunch of these guys. But you'll see some chests I have over there. You'll see I have a whole bunch of blazes as well that spawn around here. So actually, I think I have over a stack of blaze rods at this point, just because of how many blazes have spawned in here. So it's not really efficient, but with all the spawning platforms, it has proved pretty useful for me. And I've spent a few hours over here just getting some of that stuff. That's how I got the 4 wither skulls, which actually, if we head back to the main base, we're actually going to be using today. Back over here at the starter house, I've got myself 4 soul sand and 3 wither skulls. I figured today's episode would be a great opportunity to finally get ourselves a beacon. And we're not going to have enough quite yet today, or maybe we will a little bit later, at least not as of right now. We're not going to have enough of any blocks to make ourselves a full beacon, but I think it'll be a pretty good idea to fight ourselves a wither today and see if we can get ourselves a beacon today. And I only have a golden apple on me. I'm not making any potions for this. I'll show you why in just a minute, but I have 1 golden apple on me to fight this wither with. So we'll see how that goes. But without further ado, let me go ahead and set up this wither where I want to set it up at, and then we can get started and fight this wither. So down here in my branch mining area, you will see I've dug out a little bit of a hole right here. We're gonna spawn the wither. This is always how I fight the wither. Every single time I go down into about the Y11 range, I build a little hole where I can put the wither at, because this will contain the wither. The wither's not gonna break anything except for stone blocks. It might even unveil some diamonds, which is always a good thing. So without further ado, folks, this is exactly where we're gonna fight the wither. Let's go ahead, start placing these wither skeleton skulls. And let me see, I have the golden apple on me just in case we need it. I'm going to be using my bow for most of this, so we shouldn't really need this. But without further ado, let's get going. Oh, baby. Very, very soon. It's about to be very, very loud as well. This is going to be fun. Oh, this is going to be so fun. Ready? Perfect. Hello. Oh, well, I got withered almost immediately. Not what I expected, but as you can see, I can hit the wither from this distance. So if we just do this, all I have to do is keep backing up, except for that apparently. What the heck is happening? Uh-oh, that's not good. That is not what I wanted. This is not what I wanted at all. Hey, buddy. How's it going? This is actually going to be a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. I had no idea that there was going to be an actual... Oh, there we go. Sword mode. I had no idea that there was going to be an actual cave right there, so that made things a little bit more difficult. But if we keep going, I'm just using my axe. Not a problem at all. No problem at all. And wither is down. Yeah, there's actually a cave over here, which is a bit surprising. Hello? It's a very small cave. Yeah, there's only just some different iron ores and stuff there, but hey, we've got ourselves now a wither star that we can go ahead and make ourselves into a beacon. And with a little bit of this, and I believe a little bit of that, we have ourselves finally a beacon. Now, we're not going to get the actual advancement for this beacon yet until we place it down, which leads into what I want to finish off today's episode with. And I hinted at it a little bit earlier. I wasn't sure if I actually wanted to do it, but there are designs out there, and for today's video, I will be using a Logical Geek board design, so I'll leave it down below, as well as put that like down below in the description, as well as put that in the top right hand corner. But there are designs for simple iron farms, and I want to make sure that we can get ourselves a simple iron farm going so that we can get plenty of iron to supply all the beacons that I want to get in the future. So it won't be anything big, it won't be anything massive, but we'll do that probably a little bit down the road. But we need iron. So what's a better way to get iron than making a simple iron farm? So I'm gonna get some materials together, go ahead and build ourselves an iron farm, probably show you all the process along the way, and yeah, I'll get those materials together and we'll get started building an iron farm. Alright, I believe I have all the materials I need here. Once again, this is a Logical Geek board design that I'll link, so if you want an actual tutorial for this, I recommend going over to there. I'm just going to be showing you all these steps that I'm going to be going through in order to build this iron farm. And the first step is that I need to figure out exactly where this thing is going to go. And I think, you see that block right there? That block that actually naturally generated was not placed by anything other than the world. I think we're going to put our iron farm right here. Now, I know it's going to be right in the middle of everything. And we could probably cover it up at some point, but I want it to be right in the middle of where we're always going to be. That way, it's always loaded. So I guess we could put in the spawn chunks, but I think we're actually going to put it, I guess it's pretty close to spawn chunks. I think we're actually going to put it over here because I want to put an iron farm in the spawn chunks at some point, just a beefier one down the road. So I guess let's go ahead and get started. The question is, can I actually land on top of here? Ooh, I made it. The first thing I have to do, I believe, is to place these cobble walls down like this. Yeah, something like this, I believe. So we can get rid of that now. And then I need to place glass all the way around it. So it goes on top like this. That works. That works. I don't need the corner blocks. So I'm not going to be placing the corner blocks on here. That's all in place now. We can place down our water source. That works nice and dandy. And then we can go ahead. I think I'm going to choose this side. We're going to do like this. Place this stuff all the way around like that. And now, got to set up a little area. But now we actually need to get ourselves our zombie, which is going to take a little bit because I need to turn nighttime. Unless I can get a zombie. Ooh, I wonder if I can get a zombie from over there. We actually might try that out. So actually it's daytime, so the zombie would probably burn. Let's wait for nighttime and then go grab ourselves a zombie. Here, zombie, 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 come out wherever you are. Oh, there's a zombie. Will you take it? Take it, please? Please take it? Take it? Come on, zombie, take it. Come on now. Alright, this guy won't pick it up. Cool, that's fine. Oh, there's one. That one won't pick it up either. Yep, this one's done. Oh, he picked it up. He picked it up. Okay, come here. Come here, zombie. Come here. Follow me to victory, where we can get an iron farm. Come here, buddy. Come here. Oh, where are you going? There we go. That's what I'm talking about right there. Okay, so what do we need next out of this? Let's grab our bricks. We need, I believe, a solid block right above this guy. So if we do something like this, that works, right? Pretty sure that works. Sounds good to me. Place a glass block on either side of this. Temporary blocks on top. Piston. Piston. Perfect. And then a lever on the top, I believe. I'm gonna leave it like that. Cool. All right, now I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side. I need to grab a bed. We're gonna place one of the beds here. Then I believe I go 1, 2 on this side. And then place one here. Or is it one more in? I think it's actually right here. 1, 2 on this side. Place the bed here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side now. Do the same thing over here. Oh, and I just changed the way that the pistons are done because apparently I had them the wrong way. So these glass blocks, when they go down, should prevent the zombie from seeing villagers that stand over here. So just a quick thing where I had to change that, but let's go ahead and pillar out here so that we can get started with this. So the 1, 2, 3 temporary blocks. So I believe on top of here, we go one like this. We need to go 2, 3, 4 across. I'm just gonna do something like this. I believe it's 5 down then. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something along those lines. Yeah, it looks about right. The glass on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4. And glass on this side, 1, 2, 3. All right, I believe the chest is next. So we're gonna do this and that. Get rid of the, oh, there goes the glass. Hoppers are next, 1, 2, 3. And I believe that's all the stuff to get the iron. All right, looks like now we just build up all of the sides. We start with 2 high there and go all the way around. And now that we've done that, we just place a water bucket down here. And perfect. And now we do the killing. So there. Last block there. Let's see, I want to do the signs first. So ba-bang, 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 and lava bucket. Now we can go ahead and do the other side very similarly to how we did the first one. So we'll just make the spawning platform. Now we just build the glass outwards like that. On this side as well. Temporary, or actually we want the temporary block to go here. Now we put the chest down like so. Hopper, hopper, hopper. 2 high glass all the way around. 2 blocks on top like this. Oh, we need to get the water going first. Like so. I believe it's sign, and sign, and lava on top. So last but not least, we have the villagers and now need to be in place. And this is the same method that was used in the tutorial. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna see what happens. Currently, this zombie is closed off, so the villagers won't be able to see him. Reminder as well that I will need to make sure that these villagers sleep first before we actually turn this farm on. Also did place buttons on top of there if you guys were wondering that a little bit earlier. But we should have 6 villagers actually back over at the villager breeder before I shut it off. So let's get some of these guys. Let me actually try and get some of these temporary blocks gone first, and then we can head on over there and see if we can get ourselves some villagers. All right, so first villager. There it goes. It's gonna take a little bit for that villager to get over there, I think. So just fly on by. I might have to push the villager myself as well. Let's make sure that we don't run into the villager. All right, villager, let's go. I'm gonna push you. All right, and here the villager goes, almost on the activator rail. Not enough speed, I guess. Let's see if we can try this again. That was not supposed to happen like that. All right, let's see if I can push the villager onto there. I pushed the villager onto there now. So the villager is standing there, but I think these are gonna have to be switched over. I mean, this one can go away, but I think these are gonna have to be switched over to oh, what do you call them? The glass blocks, probably. I'm gonna guess these are gonna have to be glass blocks. So let's go ahead and switch these over. All right, I placed a few of these powered rails here just to see if this will speed things up a little bit. So let's go ahead and get to our second villager now. This is 2nd out of 6. This is our 2nd attempt. See how this goes. That one goes. Good amount of speed. Decent amount of speed, actually. Let's see where this villager goes. Villager's riding along quite nicely around a bend. And that is not working. Maybe, I don't know what the problem is there, but okay, we just have to manually move this villager into there, I guess. So I guess if we do this, you can go into here, buddy. Wrong way, buddy. This way. Maybe I didn't place all of these glass blocks correctly. I'm not really sure, but I thought that was supposed to work. At least the minecart is there, and yeah, we can do the next guy, and I guess I'll go ahead and do all of the villagers. And then we will roll from there. All 6 villagers are now in, as you can see. I don't know if I showed it at all or not. I forget now, but if I put a glass block on top of the lever, the activator rail actually worked and the villager actually went to the spot it was supposed to. So that did actually work, but as you can see, got ourselves a zombie, got ourselves 6 villagers. It's time to test this thing out and see how efficient this really is. I haven't seen any iron. Oh, actually, I haven't turned this thing on. That's right. I need to turn it on first. So I go ahead and do this. Now, iron golems should spawn at some point. We'll see how long that takes because they should now... Yeah, they should now be able to see the zombie, but I don't know how long that's going to take. So let's AFK for a bit, probably about an hour or so, and then I'll see how much output this has. So at this point, it's been about an hour since I got this thing working, and as you'll see, the zombie is actually now hopping up and down in the water. It wasn't before, and when I first had this iron farm loaded up, it wasn't working. I think the zombie actually has to be bouncing up and down in the water, because once I was able to get the guy to do that, I basically broke that glass you see to the left of the zombie there, and I kind of pushed the zombie a little bit, and the zombie started bouncing up and down on top of the wall, and I replaced the glass. And looks like, as you can see, we have iron golems. Things are going pretty well. If I fly up here, it's been about an hour, like I said, so let's see what we have. Do I have any glass on me? I have a singular glass block on me. Actually, we might be able to just do... No, we can't. So what if I just do this? That's roughly 3.5 stacks of iron, which is about right. I think this does, what, about 7 stacks or so an hour? So if we go to this other side, we should see... We go here. About 3.5 stacks as well. So that's roughly... a little less, but roughly 7 stacks an hour, which is pretty good. Having those 7 stacks means that, you know, a few hours of AFK stuff around here and maybe even just working around in the area, and we would have enough for a full beacon. So I'm glad that we have this thing up and running. This is actually a really simple iron farm and about all I would really need, honestly, in a world, but it would be nice to have something a little more efficient probably in the future. But for now, this iron farm works wonders for us. So, ladies and gentlemen, given that fact, I think we're actually gonna wrap things up here for today. It has been a fantastic episode today. We've gotten so much work done since the previous episode. So let me know what you all think of all the progress we've done down in the comment section below. But like I said, that's gonna wrap things up here for today. Thank you all so much for watching today's episode of Survival Heights Season 2. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to leave a like. And if you have not already, if you're new around here, feel free to subscribe to the channel. But anyways, folks, that's gonna do it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye-bye.